right, we are talking now about going to the doctor for a checkup or a yearly physical. It's pretty routine, but how often are you getting your spine checked? Well, June is Scoliosis Awareness Month, which aims to boost education about early detection and talk about how common this issue really is. So to help, Norton free screening clinic. So we are joined now by Dr. Kathryn McCarthy, who is a spine surgeon at Norton Leatherman Spine Center. So first, we do need to talk about how prevalent scoliosis is. I am familiar with, as a child, being checked for scoliosis, and I think most people are, but we're learning that you know this already. I'm learning that adults can get scoliosis too later into their lives.
Yeah, so there's different types of scoliosis. The most common is adolescent idiopathic scoliosis, and that's where we do these screenings, which are incredibly valuable. That's where we can intercede earlier in a child's life and change the course of their young adult life or function. As adults, however, if ongoing back pain is a part of someone's day-to-day grind, we recommend highly that they get evaluated, because degenerative scoliosis is another type of scoliosis that can certainly interfere with functional quality of life on a daily basis, and we can help.
Yeah, and that's really startling, because I think a lot of adults will be like, oh, well, I've been sleeping funny, or I haven't been working out the way that I should be working out, or whatever that might be. So when you were talking to patients, what are some of those common fears or anxieties that they have when it comes to scoliosis, and how do you talk them through that?
Well, I think, again, if we're talking about an adult population, unfortunately, we are all human. We are all going to age, and we are all going to have some degree of back pain. That as we age and we want to enjoy different aspects of our lives like grandchildren or changing physical demands on our lives, that can certainly affect things. And so the fear is, am I going to be different? Am I not going to be able to do these things? And we can frequently create a situation where we can help people, whether it's surgically or not, to be able to continue going on with what they want to do.
Now, really quick, I want to ask you one more question before we let you go. But you said ongoing and persistent back pain is one of the signs and symptoms. If someone is experiencing scoliosis at any point in their life, what could some of those other signs or symptoms be?
Good question. So the reality is back pain can be a sign of scoliosis, but really when we need to be very keenly aware of getting someone evaluated is if it starts to develop into leg pain, what we call sciatica. And so if it starts to have pain associated with a nerve type of pain that goes into the legs, that's a don't pass go, don't collect $200, go to your doctor, go get evaluated, and we're happy to help.
Thank you so much for joining us here this morning. We really appreciate it. Now, we have those free scoliosis screenings, of course. Those are Saturday from 9 to noon. They're at 2 different Norton locations. The first is the Norton Leatherman Spine downtown location, and then there's also Norton Children's Orthopedics that's on Breckenridge Lane. And of course, you do not need an appointment to get checked out.